No my friends, manual mode is not the best. It is as good as shutter priority and aperture priority. It all actually comes to what kind of photography you guys are doing, which I have already explained in my manual mode tutorial video. If you haven't watched it, you can just click here and watch it right now. Well, shooting RAW is good. It gives you a lot of details to play around with. And you can simply bring up the darker areas in your frames in post-processing softwares. But let's say you are in a situation where all of your frame is being properly exposed. Do you still need to shoot RAW? Well, no. You can just go ahead and shoot in JPEG as well. So I'll say if you need the other details, then shoot RAW. But if you know what you're doing and you want to save up some space in your memory cards, you can just go ahead and shoot in JPEG instead. Not at all. You guys should not have any doubts about this, because post-processing is not something new. Even before Lightroom we had this thing called Darkroom, in which the films of the old camera were processed, and even then they had tools like Dodge and Burn and many others. So post-processing is there to enhance your image, bring out the best in them. So for me, post-processing was and always will be a part of photography. Okay then, go ahead and try to shoot commercially with your smartphone cameras. Do let me know how that works out for you. Obviously that won't work, because you need high quality camera and lenses to give out high quality images. Now talent is a completely different thing. You cannot put an F1 driver into a minivan and expect him to give it his best. Obviously he will need an F1 car to give it his best. So yes, equipment does matter. Well, by the same logic, if you put a baby into an F1 car, that won't work as well, right? So yes, just buying expensive gear doesn't mean that your photography will improve. You'll have to learn everything before that, because without proper knowledge, it is all just useless. Clicking everything that you see and hoping that something good will come out of it at the end of the day is not going to work. So plan ahead, pick your moments, and when you're sure that this is what you want to capture, you can take multiple shots so that you have a variety to choose from. But clicking everything that you see is not going to work. It will just waste your money and your time. So don't do that. I have seen so many amateur photographers carrying those big backpacks on their backs, carrying all the lenses and reminding me of my school days. Well, I didn't used to carry lenses to my school, but those books were very heavy. Well, the main point is don't do that, because you will spend more time changing lenses and less time observing your surroundings and capturing photos. So try to invest in some good lenses like 24-70 f2.8 so that you spend less time changing lenses and more time clicking pictures. Well, using a tripod was better, but now in the age of modern cameras, I don't think that's really necessary, because some cameras like my Sony A7 Mark III comes with a 5-axis body stabilization, so I don't really have to worry about camera shake anymore. So unless and until you are shooting long exposure or making YouTube videos, I don't think you really need a tripod. देखो बेटा, लाइफ में जो मर्जी सीख लो, लेकिन ये जरूर सीख लेना कि सब कुछ नहीं सीख सकते. Learning is a never-ending process, and that is actually what keeps me motivated, because I know that I have so many new things to learn, and there is so much scope for me to become better every day. And if you get overconfident and think that I have learned everything that there was to learn about photography or for anything that matter, you, my friend, will reach a dead end. There will be no more scope for you to grow, and you will build up an ego which will just eat you up at last. So stay humble, keep an open mind, and never stop learning. Well, this one is true. Everyone with a camera is a photographer, just like everyone with a bat and ball is a cricketer. But the main difference is, well, most of them are only capable enough to play gully cricket. Some of them might play for their local teams, some for their states, and very few of them are capable enough to play for the country. So yes, everyone with a camera is a photographer, but not everyone can play for the country. Okay, so this was it for this video. I hope you guys liked this one. If you did, do let me know in the comments, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.